Time now on Sky Sports Radio for Going Greyhounds for your daily update of the latest news and tips.
It's 11:15 and great to have Liz Whelan joining us this morning to Go Greyhounds. G'day, Liz.
G'day, Cos. How's it going?
Oh, I'm fantastic. Good to have you on board. We've got plenty happening too. We've got the Super Series and the Maiden Series kicking off at Dubbo last week, and that's absolutely fantastic. And talk about prize money, that's been brilliant, hasn't it?
It really has been. $5,000 finals up for grabs for those maiden series and $11,000 up for grabs in the Super Series finals. And the Dubbo final takes place tomorrow. A trainer who's got a number of runners in these finals is Charmaine Roberts, who joins us now on the show. Charmaine, welcome to the show and thanks for joining us.
Thanks, Liz. How are you going?
Good, thanks. Now, first of all, I'm really keen to discuss the Super Series final tomorrow at Dubbo because you've got two runners in the final and they both won their heats last week. So first of all, congratulations on that.
Thank you. Yeah, no, they went really well.
They're both litter mates as well, Rupert Keeping and Gabby Keeping. Now, you bred this litter. How special is it for you seeing them go so well at the track now?
Oh, look, any litter you breed and they race well is always rewarding. You know, once you breed them from tiny babies and you see them all grow up and, you know, as you know, everything's cute when it's little. Once they grow up, it doesn't necessarily work out that way, but it makes it all extra special when they are winners as well.
And now they are a little bit older. What do they like to train?
Actually, they're quite good. Rupert's a bit, he's a bit more adventurous as so to speak, as what Gabby would be. She's very quiet, very placid dog, very much a lady. But yeah, they are very nice dogs to train. Yeah.
And first of all, Rupert Keeping now did a really good job last week. Led throughout to score in 22.97. He paid around $6.50. Did that win come as a surprise at all to you?
It did, actually. I think he's a bit of a bugger. He's a bit like another older dog we've got, Ronnie Keeping. He produced an 889 one day at Dubbo and caught Shane napping on the punt, and Rupert sort of done the same to him again on Thursday. He's originally started his prep over the 500. I think it was, I can't even remember, back in Bathurst, and he just needed a let up after that because we pushed him a bit. And so he's coming back. We are building him up. We weren't originally going to put him in that series because we're back up to 500. But, you know, the money was so good from Ladbrokes, we just thought, well, we'll give him a crack at it. And he just jumped to the front and boom, away he went.
Well, hopefully he can do that again. Hopefully he can do it again tomorrow. Now, he seemed to handle the wide draw quite well. He's got box 8 in the final. How do you rate him from there?
I actually think, you know, like there's a lot of speed underneath him. You've got Amanda's Gins, a Red Azalea, and you can't ever underestimate Paul Braddon's bitch from the 5, although she has got the squeeze box. You know, she went the quickest. I do actually think that litter is better boxed out wide. I think Gina's a prime example with Jason Magri of that. Their mother liked the outside. Whether he can pull it off 2 weeks in a row, who knows? He is a male. You still have to do that.
Well, you've got a female in the race too, which might help you out with Gabby Keeping. Now, she raced pretty similarly last week. She led all the way off box 3. You must have been happy with that run.
Yeah, I was. I was really happy because she did come back from, she got beat the week before over the 500. She just finds the 516 at Dubbo because it is a hard run. Just a little bit hard, yet Bathurst went with past suit her because they're not as hard a run as Dubbo. So just freshened her up during the week. She only had the one hand slip, and yeah, she was quite good. Probably a little bit. I mean, sounds a bit greedy. I was a little bit disappointed in her time. I thought she might have gone a bit better, but it doesn't matter. She still got the job done.
No pressure, but can you split them in the final?
Oh, I'd have to say, I'd have to lean towards Gabby. She's a more consistent beginner, whereas, as I said, Rupert, you know what, he could jump and he could run, you know, could do exactly what he did last week, but he's, yeah, I don't know if he can do it 2 weeks in a row.
Okay, well, you've also got a chance in the maiden series final. You've got Zenitsa lining up from box 2, and she did a pretty good job last week. It was quite a messy race, but she avoided all of the trouble, which was fantastic for you.
Yeah, and unfortunately, you probably haven't seen, but I did have to scratch her, unfortunately. She has injured her back leg just slightly, and she is building up to over more distance. So, unfortunately, I just didn't want to jeopardise her when she's got an injury like that because they're only young dogs. So, unfortunately, I did have to scratch her. I didn't think she could win it, to be quite honest, but I certainly did think she could run a place because she's got no speed. But I did think that she definitely was a contender to run a place, that's for sure. But unfortunately, these things happen and you can't do much about it.
Okay, well, fingers crossed we see her back at the track soon. Charmaine, thanks so much for joining us and all the best tomorrow in the big final.
Thanks, Liz. And I just want to say thanks to Ladbrokes for putting on the series because it's fantastic for these country dogs to run for it and it's a boost for our here in Dubbo. So thanks once again.
Thanks very much for that, Charmaine. Cosy, that was Charmaine Roberts, who's got two key contenders taking place in that Super Series final tomorrow at Dubbo.
Isn't it nice to hear someone so passionate about their dogs? And a lovely line, she said, everything's cute when it's little. By gee, it's been a long time since I was cute, I'll tell you.
Seems to be the case with humans and animals, doesn't it?
I reckon, yeah, exactly. Oh, she absolutely loves them. Now, we've got the final to Dubbo tomorrow night, and then we're straight back into it. We've got the Super Series heats and the Maiden Series heats at the Gardens on Friday.
Yeah, we just keep getting on with it with these Super Series heats. Really, really enjoying it. After that, we'll be heading to Richmond and then Grafton. So 4 weeks in a row, we've got these $5,000 maiden finals and also $11,000 Super Series finals. Now, the Gardens on Friday, we've got 4 maiden heats over 400 metres, and we've also got 2 Super Series heats taking place over the 515 metres. A runner that I thought was a really interesting one lining up in the first Super Series heat is Aston Zodiac, trained by Jeff Grimwood. Jeff joins us on the show this morning. Jeff, a very good morning to you and thanks for joining us.
Yeah, morning, Liz. No, it's good to be on.
Jeff, I'm hoping not to jinx you, but I thought Aston Zodiac looked a huge chance in that heat of the Super Series on Friday at the Gardens. What are your thoughts?
Oh, yeah, definitely give her a chance from the one box. But yeah, there's never any good thing. But yeah, definitely give her a good chance. There's still a few good dogs in the race.
Her recent races, she's been lining up over 400 metres at the Garden. She actually went the 4th quickest time of the year there last time out. How do you feel is stepping up again to the 515 metres there on Friday?
Yeah, she had been racing over 500, so I don't have a problem with her running 500. She's run good times over 500 previously. But I freshened her up for that 400-metre series, just specifically aiming for that race. So, yeah, no, it worked out fine.
She's quite a small dog. She's only about 24 kgs, but she's got a great turn of foot. Would you like to see her leading on Friday, ideally?
Oh, definitely leading. I just don't know how she'd go coming from behind over 500. Definitely leading. I think she got the right box, and she has got the early toe and a little bit of freshen up and a couple of 400-metre races. Should just have her nice and fresh for a 500.
Okay, and Jeff, while we've got you, I want to take you back to January because back in January you won the Gosford Cup with Kid Candle, who caused an upset. How special was that moment for you?
Oh, that was just brilliant, just for myself and Leanne, the wife. We both put a lot of work into the dogs, and it was just great and rewarding for both of us, really.
And he's a dog that you bred yourself, isn't he?
He is. Yeah. We breed. We breed most of our race dogs. I've trained a couple from time to time for Ray Border, the Aston line. But pretty well most of our dogs are our own breed that we breed and rear and do the whole lot. So it's very special when you do that with one of your own dogs.
And he last raced at the end of March. That was when he won at the Gardens in 29.46. When can we expect to see him back at the track?
Oh, he's had a minor setback. Probably about 8 months ago, he cut his toe. And I don't know, for some reason, after that last win at the Gardens, it opened back up again on us. So, yeah, just a minor setback, but, he's probably still another 4 weeks away, I reckon.
Okay. And a busy few months coming up with you, a few more litters to break in the next few months as well, I understand.
I do, yeah. We've got the next litter to Kid Candle. They're by Dinah Double One.
Okay.
We've got 5 of them to be broken in, and We've got another little race bitch we had, little tiny Zester. She won 23 races for us, and she's got her first litter on the ground. So, yeah, 10 due to be broken in June, July this year.
Fantastic. Looking forward to seeing those at the track in the next few months and next year or so. Jeff, thanks so much for joining us, and all the best with Aston Zodiac on Friday.
No worries. Thank you.
That was Jeff Brimwood, and Cozzy, it sounds like Aston Zodiac could be a pretty good chance there in the first of those Super Series heats on Friday.
And don't those frustrating little injuries drive you mad? Takes so long to come right sometimes.
Exactly, and they seem like they can be such small injuries that they can be really niggly and set you back a few weeks, sometimes even a couple of months, which can be very frustrating.
Now, Liz, we've got the Group 2 Warrnambool Cup tonight. Everyone pumped up about that. Have you been to Warrnambool, or survived Warrnambool is a better way to put it, I think?
I was actually there this time last year. I did the 3-day carnival, and look, it was quite brutal watching it on TV this year, but it's a terrific field they've got for the Group 2 Warrnambool Cup tonight. Simon told Helen, I see he's not actually the favourite now. Money's come for Zambora Smokey. He was about $2.15 with tab when I checked just before. Simon told Helen is paying $2.20. Gamble responsibly, of course, but I do think put everything on him. I spoke to David Burnett, the trainer, yesterday. He said that after the Perth Cup, he said he gave the dog about 10 days off. After that, he said he caught the virus, so he was a few weeks behind in his work. He said he's ticking all the boxes this week. He said he's going to appreciate the dry track this week, and he's got a lot of improvement in this week as well. He said he's feeling great. So after speaking to David, I felt confident. And I think $2.20 is quite a good price now, to be honest.
Simon told Helen, and you've told us. That's all we want now.